I'm really happy that we have shifted the culture of not coming on time. Rather, we shifted to a culture of being on before time. It's really remarkable. Like COVID-19 changed all of our mindset. It's updating us actually. Sandeep
I
ji,
agree.
your phone is in unmute mode. Can you put it in mute, please? So before we start, I'll give you a very basic structure again, how we conduct the meetings. So usually the speaker speaks, and even I put myself in mute mode, and I usually put everyone in mute. And once it's done, if you have any question for her, you can raise your hand. I can unmute you, and you can shoot the question. Let me introduce our speaker, Lopamudra. Lopamudra is a dear friend of mine. She is basically an amazing person. I should introduce her like this. She is a lady who started her career by her own and burned her fingers in multiple places, learned a lot. She is a gem when you talk about launching any product in the market across India or outside India. Got enormous number of industry connect, did hell lot of branding, hell lot of PR activities for multiple number of brands. She is a Miss Calcutta, past Miss Calcutta, as well as got multiple beauty pageant. And really, Lopa, we are really excited to have you with us and the kind of work you are doing. So the whole whole evening is actually waiting for you. And I can see outside there is a beautiful sunset that's happening along with some nice color, and that color is reflecting in your home as well with the red and the orange color balance. Over to you, Lopa. So I'll keep myself in mute mode. We have a couple of questions which needs to be answered from the speaker, and during due course of time, one by one, people can ask their question. Over to you, Lopa.
Hello, everyone. So this is my first ever Zoom meeting. Thanks to Arijit for giving me this opportunity. And it's one of my favorite topic, PR and things related to PR. So I'm excited. First I will start with how does PR looks like after Corona or lockdown? Well, our life is not going to be the same. So is our professional life. But then we need to figure out how are we gonna still carry on with our respective profession, which is PR, about which we're talking today, despite the mandate that will be given by the government, despite of all the restrictions, we still need to keep the industry alive, and we need to work, because PR industry is very, very important industry in terms of brand, product, everything, because it's another way of marketing. So definitely it's not going to be the same and easy, but we need to figure out alternatives because I think we will not be able to, at least for some time, will not be able to have mass gathering or too much of gathering, where in PR it is one-to-one contact between the client means from whom you are getting the work, and again the client to whom you are delivering the work. Apart from that, you need to be in contact with other people in terms of why you are launching the product, or even you are having a media PR or a press conference. So I think PR for some time will go to a virtual PR than one-to-one PR. So I think initially most of the work will happen online, where the press conference can be done, virtually online. We have a lot of apps these days, so that shouldn't be a problem. When it comes to a product launch or a particular event, like a concert or something, that is of course virtually not possible. But for that, I think we need to cut down on the number of the people involved in terms of production, backstage, number of people joining in and everything. So that's how we need to figure out small things, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of ways to conduct the same. And what I can see, yes, PR for some time will be digital. Yes, because that's the only way, at least for some time. Once we go back to our absolute normal life, till then it will be. Now coming to
Lopa, hold on
person.
for a second. Hold on for a second. I would love to, add something on technologies front regarding
Correct.
regarding PR. Basically, nowadays the meetings as well as couple of, you can say, concerts or events are happening in virtual world. So
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
there is a technology called second world, the second life.
correct.
So second life
Correct.
is right now happening, and it used to be like people never ever heard about second life. I mean, it is there in the market for last 2 decades, but somehow people
Yeah.
so ignorant,
They have not used,
not
people
going
have
to
not
follow.
used it.
Yeah, but
Correct.
nowadays this is becoming really, really popular so that you can have your own avatar and you can have a handshake with your customer using virtual reality,
Correct.
using a 3D camera.
Right.
On the same topic, I have a very interesting question to you. We have got, around 22 participants, 23. Someone else is also trying to admit. I have a question. What is customer persona actually? What do you mean by customer persona?
Well, customer person is also known as, as a buyer persona, or it's basically, it's basically, it's a user-centered design and marketing, and it's a fictional character created basically to represent a user type that might use a site, a brand, or a product in a similar way. It is mostly used in online and it's most virtually. That's what I personally think about it.
Super, super. So let me give you a basic about our participants. These guys are actually business owners or they are startups. So no one is there who are in only idea stage. They run their own companies, and we have got a couple of professionals in this meeting of ours. So for them, do you feel that you can suggest something regarding this lockdown period? How they can maximize their connectivity, how they can communicate with people using maybe digital media, using other norms, other forms, how they can enhance their consumer base. What is your take on that?
Honestly, at this point of time, when you are at home, you have little more time than usual because that going out is not there and getting ready and that preparation. So on this, what you can do is, you can create a data. You can do a lot of research about the client and about the brand and the product and the delivery. So once you do proper research, and what is very important is to gather data, appropriate data about the customer, about the consumer, about the brand. It is very, very important. So once you gather data, it's very important to research on that in terms of what is the need of the customer, what need to be delivered from the customer to the other customer who's a buyer, or whom you need to deliver. That is very important. Apart from that, you can have virtual conversations, as you said, with your clients at the moment, and understand what they might need at this point of time, keep them motivated, and give them solutions virtually. uh, see, this is not same as the target market, so it has to be a little different. My ending, which I'm supposed to do, I'm in conversation with them, and this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm collecting data, I'm collecting more information, doing research, so that how I can give them the deliveries that they are looking from me. Because obviously there will be a lot of restrictions just after the lockdown and corona period is over. It's not going to be the same. Like ones would accordingly give them suggestion, but for that, what is important is thorough research, and good data need to be collected.
So what do you mean by data? There is a concept of data and information. So the basic difference between data and information is when you filter some data, you get information. When you nurture that information, it becomes your knowledge, right? So I know for a fact, I know how you actually work, and I know the kind of work alcoholic you are, and I know that you are doing a lot of research, a lot of communication. You are doing and managing multiple number of informations at the moment. So I have a very unique question to you before we go and jump into the second question or maybe the third question. Um, when you talk about collecting data, collecting info, and then converting them into information, what is your take in it? How much time or how much, what kind of research we should do? Is it like only using Google is sufficient enough, or do you feel that there is something else which can actually help the brands to grow?
Okay, so suppose one of my client wants to launch a bag, a purse. Okay, so now for that I have to first understand what kind of bag or purses are they manufacturing or producing that need to be sold in the market. Second, I have to do research that particular bag type. What is the reach in terms of what segment of people might be interested buying that particular bag? Uh, so that is where the data and research comes in, because I might like something, the other person might not like something. So if I have to sell that bag, I have to first know who are the customer, who are the ideal customers for that particular bag. So that is the research, that is the data that I need to collect. Second is to understand the USP of the product. Then only I will know. To whom will this bag I can make reached out. Then comes your marketing, the way how you want to market so that it's reachable to the a targeted client. But first, as I said, you have to know the product, you have to know the brand. Also, it is very important if the client is an individual, the owner, then you have to understand the profile of the owner as well, because when an individual is doing any kind of business or manufacturing a product, that person own self is also involved in that.
True.
When it comes to a company or a big brand, again you have to understand the USP of that company or of that brand, because again their self will be involved in that particular product or whatever. So you need to understand the company, the brand people or the individual to market the particular product properly. That is very, very important.
True. So I have a question from one of the participant. His name is Mr. Bhashkar Chakraborty. He's a very renowned marketer in the field of marketing and got a lot of industry experience. So super question. How do you arrive at the value proposition of the bag?
Sorry, I
How
didn't get
do you arrive at the value proposition of the bag?
the bank.
Of the bag that you're talking about. You took an example of a bag.
Oh, okay, value proposition. Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I said. So for that, I need to do the research. What is that one factor in the bag which will help me to sell that bag to the right kind of customer in the market. So that is what the research you need to do.
Right. Any more question from the participants? We are going towards Q&A at this moment, I believe. Okay, let me go to the next question then to Lopa. What do you feel? I mean, this digital marketing trend is going towards digital, or the whole PR market will shift from the normal marketing scenario to the digital only, or you feel that there is a high chance that we'll come back to the normal life and we'll be doing the same kind of communication?
Well, Arijit, I believe nothing is permanent. So yes, initially, definitely the entire PR will convert into digital PR for some time, but I'm very hopeful, and I'm pretty sure that we will all get back to our normal professional life in terms of PR also. Initially, it will be digital because that's the only way out, but later, yes, we'll go back to the similar way, the way we used to handle our work.
Super. So I have another interesting question from Abhishek Kumar. What type of research is better? Any good process of research and survey?
Sorry, what?
What type of research is good for any company? So is there any good process or research and survey which can help them?
Yes, of course. I think that's what I said in the beginning. No matter like whatever you do, any kind of research is the first thing that you need to do of a company or a brand or a product or whatever. Research is very, very important. And now, if you talk about any particular research, that will depend on again what the product is.
True, because in this generic question, no one can. Okay, I have got another
Yeah,
question.
because I cannot.
Yeah, another question. What are some of the best marketing practices to promote the business during normal situation to increase the business revenue? Example, Swiggy business model. That's the question. Anirudh Sharma. That was his question. Nice one.
Well, yeah, nice one. Well, see, Swiggy have that option. A, they are part of the essential service, and B, they have that option, to continue with their service and their business even in these unprecedented times. So yes, since they are lucky, they're part of the essentials, they can do this, but not that every section of business can do this.
Super. Mr. Kumar Harsh, so how to engage customers and make them come back to avail our services? Referring to a QSR. Shall I
As
repeat?
as I mentioned, what I'm personally doing is I am in touch with most of my existing customers as well as my customers whose work got pending because of this lockdown. I am in talking terms with them. I am motivating them. I'm understanding what kind of problems they are going through because of this sudden blow. And since obviously the plan is no more the same what we had discussed earlier, now the entire plan game will change. So now to understand their position in terms of finance and infrastructure and everything, and trying to give them solution accordingly. If this is the problem you're facing or you might face, so this is how we are gonna do it, and we cannot do the way we thought earlier. So I think at the moment, whosoever wants to retain their customers, whether existing or the new, you have to be in touch with them, you have to motivate them, and you have to be in discussion with them of their current situation and what they're thinking in future, and accordingly give them suggestion, because that will only work.
Super.
Because nobody knows what exactly the situation will be in future. But at least you be ready with you, so that once things are normalized, you can start with something, unless there is very major change by the government or something.
Great. So I have another question from Shivangi Bharadwaj.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay. So Shivangi is asking you that they have got great content and they have said it everything so well, but if they are not getting organic traffic after some days on the digital marketing channel, what should be the approach? Taking a Facebook marketing for an example. Well, I can take that question. I mean, I think Shivangi, you need a better
I
agency.
was about to say.
Yeah, you are not supposed to get result within 1 or 2 days or maybe within 2 weeks as well. It takes time. And get a person like Lopa in your board. She can actually help you to grow organically in a proper sophisticated structure manner. Okay, another interesting question from Mr. Bhaskar. Swiggy, I'm told, has started delivering grocery. So when the lockdown is over, they can diversify and expand their business like Big Basket and others. So what's your take on it?
Yes, absolutely. I think and I'm pretty sure that they will. In fact, see, even during this lockdown and unprecedented time, they got an opportunity to diversify their business in in something else which probably they have not thought all this while. So I am sure that they will take it forward. And why not? If you are getting good, healthy food at our doorstep, why not groceries by Swiggy after the lockdown over? I think we will be more than happy, and I'm sure they will be also more than happy to do it. So see, this is how the opportunity comes in even in such gloomy days.
True, true. I've got another question from Mr. Sumanto Bose. Whoa, hold on for a second. In upcoming future, what are the strategies will you adopt to build a strong PR? In upcoming future, what are the strategies will you adopt to build a strong PR?
Yeah. So first, as I have mentioned, first is communication. In any business, any profession, communication is very, very, very important. First, you have to enhance your communication skills more, because it's not gonna be the same anymore. You have to really have tremendous convincing power to you know uh, to crack a client or a deal, because again it's not going to be the same and easy. uh, my strategy will also be keeping a personal communication, not through my office or my staffs and all, but one
Agree.
to one, like me and the client directly, because that makes a lot of difference. Second and third, as I said, that the moment I know who the client is and what the product is, I will personally do a lot of research about the client and the product and the suitable market and the marketing ways of the client, and I will plan, and that's how I will keep the planning ready, so that the once the deal is done, we can start with the work.
Super. Okay, so I have got another interesting question from Mr. Prashun Kumar Raut. Uh, this current pandemic situation is a test of strength of SCM of a company. Agreed. Like ITC Ashirvad, uh, Swasti penetrated an already established market of metro or other mother dairy. Wouldn't have been possible if the competition was fought in normal conditions. What's your take on it?
Yes, again, similar way, even I was seeing a lot of ads popping up on social media about this ITC Ashirvad thing. So again, see, they have also diversified. They got the opportunity, they took the opportunity, and they were on it. And again, it is part of the essential, so they are sorted. The individual need to figure out that, so that can be converted into your future business, even if your normal business is not taking up that well.
Super. Super. Really excited. So, if we don't have any other question, uh, I have another question to ask to our speaker, Lopamudra. How do you keep the peace on? I mean, you are also home lockdown like us, and you are a person who is doing the groundwork always. You always run around. So nowadays you are in home, can't run. So what is your take? How you are keeping the pace on? How you are keeping the energy on?
Well, first of all, most of my time is going on household chores and cooking, taking care of my ailing mother, because this is something that I have never done or was not doing in normal time. But yeah, this is taking a lot of time. Apart from that, whatever little time I am getting every day, like Ashirvad, like Swiggy, what can be my future profession, or what extra or else can I do professionally if the
Super.
normal work that I was doing not happening, at least for some time. So that is
Wow,
what I am
I've got two
researching.
more
And
questions. Sorry to cut you off. Sorry. I've got two
no,
more.
no worry.
Really sorry. Dr. Shubhabrata Chattopadhyay is asking, how are diplomacy and prudence important to be a good PR professional? Super question. Really
It
a lot.
is very important. It is very, very, very important. We need to be real diplomat at times to handle certain kind of customers. So it is very, very important if we need to crack the deal and if we need to deliver what the client want and what we can. So it is really, really very important. I personally, I am okay. I have no issues.
Super. I've got another question from Mr. Kumar Harsh. Is it a better strategy to take one-on-one feedback with the customers to modify our business model? How to process the data collected from the customers if in case it is required?
Yeah, I think I've already mentioned this fewer times that personal communication nowadays is very important. When you say PR, public relation, it is no more only public relation. It is personal public relation. Personal one-to-one communication makes a real lot of difference. Trust me, you cannot have that kind of attitude. Okay, I'm the boss. It's my company. So, my stuff you carry on with my manager, carry on with my executive or CEO. Especially at these gloomy times when you don't even know where professionally we will stand, how much work we are going to get. Now it's high time that we need to have a personal communication. I just think this was the first question. What was the second question?
Dr. is asking you.
I think my network is.
Yeah, your network is a bit of low. No problem. Yeah. We can record it and we can maybe share it with the audience. No issues on that. So Dr. Chakrabarty is asking you a very interesting question. PR is considered to be suitable for ladies by many. Is it a myth or reality?
Very tricky question. Well, it is not. When it is a myth, it is not a myth. It is reality. It is not a reality, because I have my PR friends from Bombay, Delhi, especially also from Calcutta, who are not females, who are male, and they are one of the leading PR companies in India, and their client base is all over the world. Ladies, yes, there is. Of course, ladies have a better, advantage or whatever you can say than the men who are running a PR firm. But you will see in most of the PR firm, even the men owners have kept lady staffs only. But still, I will say it is nothing like that. Because still, I think in India, I know maximum PR companies are headed by men and not by women. So it is not right that only women have the advantage to be in this industry to get more work or whatever. No, it is men also have equal potency to get work. It's not like that.
Okay, so Mr. Harsh got another second question for you. We are running out of time, sorry guys, but yes, we can have this question. Well, how to process the data collected from the customers? Please mention the best tools. He's asking about the tools.
Sorry, again, my network went off. Hello?
You can use the chatting the question, just scroll down, or else this is, yeah. So hold on, I'm getting a lot of questions. So anyway, so how to process the data collected from the customers? You want to suggest some best tools, best industry tools?
Yeah. So how to collect? So naturally, if you approach any customer or regarding a customer, you directly cannot get any data. So there where your presence of mind and that trick comes in. Now, how I do it is like, suppose again coming to say a cosmetic brand owner. So obviously, he will not give me the data in terms of where he is already. I mean, who are his clients, or what kind of customers he or she has already reached. And neither every time you will get things on Google. So what I do is I try to figure out from my common friends, and I do a lot of research what's happening outside Kolkata, like Delhi, Bombay, Hyderabad, and try to figure out who all are using that particular brand. Because once you click in Google, something or the other comes in. So, that's how you have to procure data of the particular client or of the brand, because it will not come to you easily, neither the client is going to give you. You have to do thorough research. Google is a help. Apart from that, you have to use your own friends, own family members, this is your own presence of mind, or you have to think if this is the product, who can be the ideal client. You need to figure that out on your own as well. So
Right.
that's how generally I do.
Right. So there is a lovely statement from Mr. Rahul. Rahul is making a statement that it's a thought that this is gaining more energy because so many stronger, some consciously resulting the more number of females in the industry. So he is saying that there is an energy which basically comes from women, and I personally believe that women are actually universe. They can do wonders in the mortal world, and they can actually change the world. So there is nothing called male and woman fight over here. But
No,
yes,
no, not at
I've
all.
got I've got another interesting question from Sudev Chaudhary. So well, Sudev, it's a long question, but yes, I'll try to make it short. So he's saying that in this pandemic situation, the small company owners, they have been asked to work from home, but their employees don't know how to do and what to do. So then, honestly speaking, if you go through my blogs or go through my vlogs, I already wrote a complete article about the same, and I have mentioned a couple of tips how you can upgrade your employee strength. To be very honest, I'll put my own personal experience in this. I shifted to cloud around 2.5 years back. And when I did, I used to say, Lopa knows it very well. I used to say that, hey, you know what? I don't have any physical office, but I'm a running office. So my employees are in cloud. They are working from anywhere from the globe. People started laughing at me. So it is always better to think and become visionary because this kind of situation can be, I mean, it can come again. It can happen again. This is a world of, you can say, a mystery. Anything can be done. When you are in the age, you have the liberty to uplift yourself. So, but yes, I'm not going to answer the full because we have got 4 minutes left. So, Lofa, if you want to, add some value to the question, how they can uplift and upgrade their employees who are working from home.
Yeah, so you have already said on this. I will just want to add, we actually had everything in hand, all the digital platforms. The only difference is that we never used them as such because we didn't feel the need. Now, because of this situation, we have no choice but to shift digitally and on a virtual world. I think even initially, all the meetings will also happen virtually. This is my personal take.
True, true. Super, Lopa, and I can see the super energy flow in the participants and got more and more people are trying to join. I can see the waiting room as well, but unfortunately we are running out of time. I asked for exact 30 minutes from her life to give to us. I can't request her to stay with us more, but yes, she's going to come back to us again with some specific questions if we have. And she is there. She's from Calcutta, um, from our hometown. And yes, Bangla bolte gele matir me, to be very honest. And look at her. She's saying that, yes, I'm in for all of you guys. Thank you so much, Lopa. Thank you, all the audience. Okay, let me admit all. I'm really sorry, guys, but we are running out of time. It's like end of the session. I'm adding you, but can't have any more questions. Wow, I've got 5 more questions. Lopa, what I'm going to do, I'll be sending you all the questions to you personally. Maybe you can do the recording. I can see more and more people are joining. So certainly next time we'll have another session. And
Yes.
thank you so much, participants. Thank you, Lopa, for
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Stay happy, stay
Thank you.
blessed, stay tuned. Goodbye.
Absolutely. Bye bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care.